What is going on, everyone? I'm gonna jump in and do some more Rift running here in Diablo 3. Now, it's been a little while since I played some Diablo 3 because I have been so addicted to bug snacks recently. But I figured we'll start out with like a regular Rift, we'll finish that, and then we'll probably jump into some greater Rifts. Now, this is also the first video I'm recording with the new graphics card. I'm very excited. I finally got myself a RTX 3060, the EVGA's model, and so far what I've been testing, I'm loving it. Now, I still am downscaling from 1080p to 720p, just because I'm still trying to get a small enough video file size, so that way I can still upload videos relatively quickly. But from what I've play tested, is this new card exceeds everything my old card could do by, like, I don't know, 100-fold. That's not an actual benchmark, but that's what it feels like. But I mean, my last graphics card was like 10 years old. I went from an R9 270, and now I'm at a RTX 3060, and this is just incredible. I've not played Bugsnax with it yet, so I still do need to adjust my settings there and bump up the visuals a little bit. Oh, speaking of, let me... Speaking of, I do need to up the visuals on this too, because I'm damn sure I can run everything at any time now. I also used it to help encode some videos and compress some videos, and using the GPU now is going much faster than using my CPU. So I'm also taking a lot of pressure off the CPU, which I am extremely happy about. But let's I don't need this anymore. Well, I probably should keep that on. Reduces number of rendered particles. We'll apply that. Everything's still pretty good. Oh, I can multi-sample? We'll just leave it on full screen. I don't want to mess with any of that right now. Gameplay, yeah, well... Yeah, we took those guys down. So what is going on, everyone? How has everyone been? As you can see, I've been fantastic. I've been great. I want to just go back here real quick. We got high. There's not really a lot of settings to really change, but I don't know why everything was on. That was on medium. So, I guess the shadows look much better. I don't think I necessarily needed the shadows. That was the only thing that wasn't on high. But, like I mentioned, guys, I am just so excited about this graphics card. I feel like I'm going to be able to do a lot of good things with it. And this is... I'm ready to just start putting out some good content. The other half of that I'm gonna need is a better internet connection. Unfortunately, I'm still bound by that. Ooh, is that a shard of hate or something? I'll tell you what, it's not. It is not my new graphics. Yeah, be prepared for that. I'm not going to shut up about this. But, yeah, I was looking at that one. I heard a lot of great things about the 3060. Mostly, like, it's a great card, especially for, like, the stuff that I'm doing as far as, like, video editing goes and video rendering, as well as a boost to my gaming experience. because I was also looking at one of the Radeon cards, one of the AMD Radeons. It was like the XT67 or the RX 6700 XT, or not the 67, the 6500, which was it seemed pretty comparable to this. But I didn't see a lot of reviews about video encoding and compressing and video editing on it. So that's why, I mean, that's why I went with the RTX. So, I mean, I don't like to, you know, I'm not necessarily more towards one side than the other. I mean, I guess you could say as far as, like, CPUs go, I have always been an AMD guy. But the reason for that is because I could never afford Intel. But no, I mean, I've had a bunch of different AMD CPUs, and every single one of them has been fantastic. From my first build using an Athlon 2-core, and then I got I'm gonna hear so much about this one because everyone pronounces it differently, and the Phenom, I had a quad-core Phenom, I had an FX, I believe I had an FX, was it 6000 series and an 8000 series? And now I'm using the AMD Ryzen 5. I believe it's a 2600. And I've always been happy with the AMD CPUs. And this is actually my first graphics card that's not a Radeon, if I'm not mistaken. Because I've always been a fan of the Sapphire company for my Radeon cards. But there was, I forget the first one that I ever got. It was a Sapphire card, but after that I upgraded from that to the R9 270, and now I have my first GeForce card. Well, yeah. And, you know, my brothers have had GeForce cards, and they always speak very highly of them. So I'm excited to have this. I feel like there's going to be a lot of good things I'm going to be doing with this card. Did I not have a legendary in there after killing that goblin? But yeah, I mean, I will also say this for me. It is it's 1:30 in the morning on a Sunday approximately. I did take a day off from work. You know, sometimes you have to, especially if you have a combined total of like 90 hours that you could use for you know, personal time or whatever you want to use it for. And I figure, why not? Because guess what? I love taking days off. And you know what I love doing with those days off? I love playing video games. I love doing things that I like to do. Whether it's, you know, playing video games, but what do I do during the day when I wake up? I mean, I don't necessarily wake up during the day. I usually wake up between like 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. But what do I do while it's daylight out? Of course you know where this is going. I go to my cousins, I visit them, but what do? I play with their puppy. That dog is such a good dog. He's my best friend. Even though he tries to gnaw my arm off. But he's such a good boy. Then after that, you know, I mean, well, while I still visit the cousins and the family. So we go out and we get coffee, and, you know, I stop at Wendy's sometimes. I stop at Taco Bell sometimes. When it was... I feel like sometimes what I need to do, because I really like the salads from Wendy's, but I feel like because it's been so hot out recently, like it's not so cool out anymore to where I can leave my food in the car while I'm still hanging out with them for a little bit. Like, if I get a salad, I feel like it would immediately wilt and not be as appetizing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've eaten some crazy things, especially, you know, a chicken nugget that was, that I found in my car. Well, it was in a bag, and it was cold. Like, it was in my bag, and it was when it was colder out, and it was in the Wendy's bag. It was colder out, and it was probably sitting in my car for maybe like 3 days, and I ate it because it was good chicken nugget. So, you know, it was, I didn't get sick or anything. So that's why sometimes I feel like when it's cooler out, I could leave food in the car, not for days at a time, obviously, but, you know, oh, I'll still be here for about an hour. I'll get the food and eat it when I get home. But when it's hot out, you just can't necessarily do the same thing because it just doesn't work that way. So let's break down this junk that I got and then, you know, sort out the good from the bad. Oh, there, I did get a lot of legendaries in that, actually. Wait, I got a new transmog? I got Marauders on my Barbarian. That's pretty funny, though. So, we got... Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I'm excited. It's a Shard of Hate, and it is an ancient Shard of Hate. But other than that, nothing to get too excited about. I'm gonna call it in this video here. I appreciate you guys checking out the videos. If you're enjoying the series, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.